Hello guys, welcome to my 2024 AFL season predictions. It's the big video that everybody loves to watch, and it's a video where we all get cancelled because some of your teams will not make the top 8, and tell me there will be some bold calls in this video. Please hit the subscribe button, and hit the notifications button whenever I make a new video. Also comment down below, do you think I am stupid and oblivious with my calls this season? But let's start off with 18th. And the team I think 18th is going to be the West Coast Eagles. I just feel like Eagles will have a very, very, very bad season this year. Not because of much, but obviously they're the worst team in football. Like, there's not even a doubt about that. But the Eagles are also a team who are up and coming. You've got Harley Reid this season. You've got some other really good young guns. Oscar Allen looks like a gun for you. And I think you've still got Liam Ryan there. So you've still got some players who will be, competing and will have some good seat games. But I don't see them ever coming higher than 17th this year. If they come 16th, I am so shell-shocked. So, you know what? West Coast are finishing 18th. That is my predictions. Coming in at 17th isn't really a shocker. Like, I could see them maybe not coming 17th. Is North Melbourne Football Club. You're going to finish bottom 2 again. And honestly, it's not even, I think, a competition anymore. North Melbourne are terrible. Like, they're not a good team. They've got the worst backline in the league. Their midfield group looks really, really, really promising. Nick Larkey, obviously, is that great forward who I reckon could win the Coleman. Maybe spoiler coming early in the video, but I feel like North Melbourne, they won't really improve. They'll improve with wins. I do think they'll get 5 to 6 wins, but I still feel like they're nowhere near as good as any other team, maybe besides Richmond, but I still think Richmond could be a little bit better, and Fremantle, or maybe like Essendon, or maybe Hawthorn, or maybe even Collingwood, I don't know, any team, but really, North Melbourne are finishing 17th. Coming in with 4, I was thinking who was going to be 16th, and I said, I reckon it's going to be Richmond. But I've changed my mind now. I think Essendon are finishing 16th. I know they came pretty close to Geelong, and this could really backfire in my opinion. I feel like Essendon will be decent. I don't think... The reason I'm putting them 16th is because I see other teams better than Essendon. But honestly, I don't like Essendon. I'm a Hawthorn supporter, so I'm going to have some biased opinions and think they're not going to be very good. I do think Essendon will be great because I think their Ridley is hurt and could not play round 1, which could be absolutely great for Hawthorn because I feel like we could lose to Essendon really easy. Essendon had a shocker end to last season, and I feel like they'll just kind of bring that on at the start of the season, have a shocker start, probably win 1 out of the first 10, and after that, play decent football and probably win 7 out of their last 12 games. Because I can see that with Essendon. Trust me, I can. But yeah, Essendon finishing 16th. Coming in at 15th, I have the Richmond Football Club. Also, there will be wins and losses, probably somewhere on this to see how much they're actually going to win. But I feel like Richmond will be coming 15th for 2 reasons. 1, they're getting younger, and a lot of their older players now, a lot of their guns, are getting older, dusty, and yeah, like other those players. And I also think another reason is they've got a first-year head coach, and I feel like it'll take a little bit more time to kind of, become that next step with Richmond. I think they kept their coach from last year. I don't really know who their coach is because I haven't been following Richmond. I do think Richmond will finish 15th with around about 7 to 8 wins because I just don't think they'll be terrible. I think they'll start off decent, have a bad middle patch, and end off the season decent like they usually kind of do. But yeah, Richmond finish, 15th. Coming in at 14th, I have the Fremantle Dockers because I feel like Freo lost a lot of their good players. Lachie Schultz, and they lost Liam Henry, I think that was his name. Was that his name? Henry? Or is it someone else? Maybe it's someone else. But just, man. But, yeah, Fremantle lost Lachie Schultz and that Henry bloke. two big players to their team. I think they lost more as well, but I don't know their names because I didn't really follow much in the trade period. So the Hawks. Woo. But I feel like Fremantle will have one more year of this just, again, kind of bad play for Freo because I just see it from Fremantle, really. I do think Freo will become good next year. I reckon they'll be competing for that top 8 spot because I reckon in 2022 that was a bit of a fluke year. But this year, I feel like we'll see Fremantle play better than they did last year, but I think they're finishing in the exact same spot. But they'll play much better and more convincing looking football than they did last year. So I have Fremantle in 14th. Coming in at 13th, I have the Western Bulldogs. Because, you know what, the Bulldogs have so much potential. They have a premiership side, in my opinion. Marcus Bontempelli, the best player in the comp, probably. And Tom Liberatore. And they have some other great players. But they're not using it. And again, I feel like this is the last year of their coach. And I've totally forgot his name. This is probably the worst time to forget someone's name. You know, I forgot. But I feel like the Western Bulldogs are going to have one of those years where they don't have an amazing season, but they still will play decent football. Basically what they had last year, it's kind of a worse season. So I have the Dogs coming in at 13th. Don't you love this as a Hawthorn fan? The Geelong Cats are missing the finals, in my opinion, for back-to-back years. This is so beautiful, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because I hate Geelong. I hate them with an actual passion in my heart. And I feel like they'll miss finals again this year. Honestly, can I see them making finals? Yes. Do I want them to make finals? No. I feel like I have a 30% chance of making it. Because they're Geelong. And you never know with Geelong. But I feel like Geelong will finish 12th. Have not a great season. As I think their midfield is pretty weak. They've still got a good forward line with, Jezza and Hawkins and Stengel and all that stuff. The defence is decent, but I just feel like the midfield is pretty slim on talent, and I think it will not be as great. Coming in at 11th spot, I do have my beloved Hawks. We're not making finals this year, lads. I know I've been hyping it up in a couple of my videos, but we're not making finals. I don't think we're really going to make finals, as I just feel like it's not going to be a season where we are. So I feel like the Hawkers will be 11th this season. It's going to be a very good improvement. We do have injuries, but I feel like we'll overcome them and finish 11th this season. Big improvement, big step forward, and this is going to be very good for our development in the future. No, the Saints are making finals this year. I don't care. People have been I saw Caden McDonald put them third. I was blown my mind when I saw the Saints being third. I still think the Saints are as mid as a team as you can get. And Saints fans, you're going to absolutely kill me. I like the Saints. I have no disrespect for the Saints. When the Saints make finals, I like when they do. But I still think the Saints are mid. I feel like they need to have more of an attacking game plan. And I feel like when you watch the style of football on television, it is extremely boring. So I feel like the Saints will finish 10th this season. At 9th, the Gold Coast Suns, just so close. But I feel like the Suns will finish 9th this season. But they're so close. I feel like they will be so close this year. I feel like there was a tunnel between Melbourne, Saints, and the Suns. But I put the Suns in the middle because I feel like they're probably the second best team out of all of them. But I can't see the Demons missing finals this season just because of the Joel Smith and the Clayton Oliver dramas and off field and stuff. The culture's been pretty bad apparently. But we're not talking about the Demons yet. It's about the Suns. But I feel like the Suns will miss finals. But if they finish 9th this season and play some good brands of footy, the Suns are a premiership team in the next 5 years. I'm calling it. I'm saying it. I feel like they could be. Do I want it to happen? Not really, because I want the Hawks to do it. Suns finish 9th. Coming in at 8th, sneaking into the top 8, making the finals, I have the Melbourne Demons, just barely. But big drop off, 4 spots and barely making finals. That is really, really risky for them. I feel like the Melbourne Demons will just make finals as there has been culture problems going on. Joel Smith, and you all know that stuff going on. So I feel like the Demons will just have one of those seasons where they come back. Is their, premiership window gone? No, it's not. I still think they can win one more. Do I think they will? No, I don't think they will. But I feel like the Demons, they'll just sneak into finals this year. Coming in at 7, the Crows were robbed right in front of me, but this season you're going to make the 8, Adelaide. I don't want them to make the 8, I really don't. But the LA Crows are making 7th this season. Why? They should have been in there last year, and this is the season they need to take it. Do I think they'll make the top 4? No. I don't think they will. I think they'll be slightly just out the top 4. But yeah, you heard me correct. LA Crows, you're making the top 8 and making 7th this season. Congratulations, Vlogs. Oh, there's a big sound to the west of the town, the sound of the mighty Giants. The Orange Tsunami's making the top 8 again this year. I love the Giants right now. I feel like their footy is perfect. They have one of the best players in the league. I reckon he's probably close to being top 5 in Toby Green. That is a big stretch, actually. But I feel like this Giants team, they'll just bump up one spot. But 6 is a much better spot than 8th. And this season they'll get a home final. They'll feel better about themselves. I have faith in the Giants this season, so I think the Giants will finish 6th. Coming in at 5th, barely missing the top 4, I have the Port Adelaide Power. Yes, I know, the Power. Some people are thinking they will drop off. I don't see the Power dropping off at all. I still think they're a very good team with, Darcy Byrne-Jones in there. Zach Butters did get an ankle injury, but should he finally play round 1? Connor Rosie went off yesterday, apparently in the practice match. You've also got your other players in, like Horne-Francis, Finlayson, and you've got so much good players. Aliir, they're just stacked all over the park. I still think Port Adelaide will make the top 8 this year. I'm sorry, I'm just clicking some actual buttons sometimes today. Sorry. Probably wondering why Russell Wilson tops my cover background. It's because I hate him, and it's funny he's getting traded, so that's why. But now I'll start who my 4th team is, and it's the Sydney Swans, who I think will be going 4th this season and making the top 4 this season. They shouldn't have made finals they might not have made finals last year, but they just barely made finals last season. And the Swans didn't have a great season, but I think this season the Swans will do so much better. So I think the Swans will be finishing 4th this season. Coming in 3rd, I have the Carlton Football Club. And yes, the Carlton Football Club are finishing back in the top 4 this season. Celebration, Carlton fans. You're back in the good era now. I feel like Carlton are not going to get top 2 because I feel like Collingwood, Brisbane are still the best 2 teams in the comp. But there's nothing really much to say about Carlton. They're just amazing in all fronts. So Carlton are making 3rd this season. Collingwood Magpies are coming 2nd in my opinion. They don't have Guinea. That's going to be a big loss for the team. It's really not. They got Lockie Schultz. He's probably a better player. But still, Collingwood, they're still a crack team. They've still got one of the best players in the league in Nick Dacos. They've still got a major good team. Brilliant players. Some brilliant players. Get people in that team. I have Collingwood finishing 2nd. Coming in the minor premiership, I have the Brisbane Lions. Finally, they deserve to make the minor premiership, and they will finally this season. Just you think about it. The Brisbane Lions are making the minor premiership, and they're going to be maybe doing something, but also they're going to be holding up the Premiership Cup, as I think the Brisbane Lions will be winning the 2023 AFL Grand Final against Carlton by 18 points in a cracking game. Lions win the Premiership, first one since 2003. They've kind of got to this season. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I will do 3 things. Brownlow medal, Nick Dacos. Coleman medal, Max King. And rising star, Nick Watson. Surprise All-Australian will be John Newcomb. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button, like button, and see you in the next video. Peace.